Hello there, everyone. Welcome back, and I'm here to be talking about Rocketman. Now, Rocketman is basically the musical biopic on Elton John. It's basically the Bohemian Rhapsody of this year because the two are so similar, and yet also they're really different, especially in certain, let's say, aspects of the both films. Now, basically, it's like I said, Elton John. It's basically his life story, and it's told in like a musical fashion. Unlike how Bohemian Rhapsody was like, it had scenes of them playing their music, but didn't really have like the actual like where people break out in the song and stuff. It like this movie, let's say, is more like a La La Land where people just break out in the scene and like just during a casual scene, it just cuts right into that, which immediately here I had a lot of fun with. I thought this was a really fun, really nice, and really, really dramatic kind of film, honestly. I thought, now, Taron Egerton plays Elton John, and apparently I'm assuming they're really good friends because this isn't the first time that he's worked on Elton John type of thing, because Elton John was in Kingsman 2, and like obviously they worked on that. And also I believe a friend told me that he was the gorilla or something in Sing, that animated movie by Illumination, and he sings an Elton John song. So I don't think it's a coincidence that he ended up playing Elton John. But with all that aside, I think he did an excellent job, like almost on par with like how Rami Malek did for Freddie Mercury. Like if Rami Malek won for Best Actor that year, I'm positive that Taron Egerton's going to win for this year, because they both did such justice, I'd say, to their real life counterparts. And what helps this film have like that more dramatic stuff and feel really real, really real, is that Elton John actually is still alive, and he was an executive producer. He oversaw some of the stuff on this film, so that makes it more believable in some of the stuff it presents as an audience to watch. Unlike with Bohemian Rhapsody, a lot of people complained that a lot of it was historically inaccurate and wasn't ideal and stuff. And that it may be more plausible since Freddie Mercury wasn't around and there was lots of behind the scenes drama and lots of controversy and all with that film. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that Rocketman feels like a more believable, more real film, especially since the guy himself was a part of it. And honestly, I feel really bad. Like, I didn't think of Elton John in this type of way. Like, he goes through a lot of stuff in this film. Like, his upbringing's not really all that good. He has inner turmoils with who he is as a person. There's lots of tragedy and lots of dramatic stuff that happens to him throughout the film. And the film just kind of really like ends there. Sure, it had that real life stuff like you have at the end saying he was able to do this and he overcame that and he has a happy life now and all. But in the film itself, there isn't really like that. It's just him playing the music and going through these turbulations and stuff. And I gotta say, it was quite the experience. I thought like the parts where they break out in the scene and all, I thought were great. The actors that played young versions of him, I thought were great. Those scenes felt really well done. I like the historical accuracy of the setting, because it takes place in like, it's another historical piece, kind of like Bohemian was, where it takes place in like the 70s, 80s type of thing. They both are like really similar with how they started. They both have backstory of how the characters started. They both had them rising up in the ranks of being musical artists. They both had them dealing with who they are as people and what they want. They have them let's just say being really close friends with their manager, and they have fallen out, them going through stuff like personal stuff, and then them rising up to the occasion by the end with like a grand epic type of like music playing bit. And yeah, they was basically like a Bohemian Rhapsody for me, except some of the stuff that Bohemian Rhapsody wasn't as good at, like a lot of people have criticized with like the editing and some of the historical inaccuracies and etc., I think were all tremendously improved on this film. Like just the light and color, and it really feels like it captured Elton John, and I thought that was really great. I had a blast. There wasn't really a moment where I was bored or anything. It all felt important. Like, it all felt like it was needed in the film. There wasn't really a moment that could have been written out. I just thought it was a really well-paced film, and it really showed more layers to this iconic singer. And I had a really good time with it. I thought it was a really nice, well-made film with, obviously the ending was better. Some of the cinematography, I was really liked some of the choices they did. Some of the, obviously, how flamboyant, how awesome, like how cool a lot of his, outfits were. I really liked how they just went all in with it, and they looked like everyone was having a really good time on set. Again, Taron Egerton did a fantastic job. I was really impressed with this film. I had a great time with it, and I definitely recommend you guys go check it out. So, with all that said, those are my thoughts on Rocketman. What do you all think of Rocketman if you had a chance to see it? I definitely recommend giving it a watch, especially over Godzilla, too. Also, I would like to mention that one of the collaborations that I had upcoming is up, and it was with Ryan O'Toole, and that was on when we talked about Reservoir Dogs. I definitely recommend that you guys give that video a watch. I really loved how it turned out. I was so glad to be a part of it. It was really great. And definitely give Ryan O'Toole's videos a look at. He's really good, and he's going up there in the subcontinental, so keep it going for him. He's doing great. And yeah, thank you all for watching this review. If you want to hit the subscribe button, that'd be pretty cool, and hit the bell so you can get notification on when I upload. Again, if you want to leave a comment down below, that'd be pretty cool. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's SoraSable or @SableSawyer. Again, thank you all so much for watching my review, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.